Good afternoon to you all. I hope that you're feeling blessed and highly favored on today. First off, if you do celebrate Thanksgiving, then of course, happy Thanksgiving to you. I really ain't into the pagan holidays like that, but it's all gravy, man. Of course, if I'm in support of anything, then it's the celebration of family and friends coming together, enjoying some festivities, enjoying some food, and spending time with one another. I'm always for that. So of course, I don't mind telling you happy Thanksgiving, even if I don't celebrate it thoroughly myself. But of course, this is a Just Trill Talk JTM podcast. We're checking in once again, and just gonna provide some entertainment for your holiday festivities. So definitely go ahead and strap on your seatbelt. You're gonna be in for a good one on today. I'm gonna make it quick, man. Because I gotta get to this food myself. So this shouldn't take more than about 25 minutes or so. But first, we're going to start off with Julia Fox. Now, if you're like me, I had no idea who this woman was. She just came across my radar earlier this week, really a few days ago, once she came out and it was discovered that she was Kanye West's ex-girlfriend after Kim, so to speak. And if I'm not mistaken, I could have thought he had like a Kim Kardashian look-alike when he had first broke up with her. I didn't know that this was this shorty, but she before I jump into it, and give my thoughts on the young lady, let's go ahead and take a listen, because YouTube be tripping, man. I would show y'all, but we just gonna go ahead and take a listen as to what she was talking about before we go in.
Okay, since I was just gonna write about it in my book and then have y'all buy it, but I'll just tell you guys for free. First of all, the man was being normal around me. And not only that, but the Kardashians, when I had a fashion line 10 years ago, they actually bought our clothes and sold them in their stores. And so I've always had a love for Kim, especially, and even Kourtney, especially, all of them pretty much. But no, the big three: Khloe, Kim, Kourtney. Those are my girls. Anyway, so by the time me and him got together, it was he hadn't been doing anything, out there yet. The only thing he had done was change the name in the song and said, come back to me, Kimberly. That was really the only thing when we met. But I remember just being he was texting me. I wasn't really answering. I was I don't really want to hook up with a celebrity again. If nothing, you know what I mean? Nothing ever comes of it. It's they're kind of boring. They're not what you think they're going to be like. But he kept going and going, and he was you have bad text etiquette. And then I was oh my God, Kanye's yelling at me. What do I do? But then I had this thought, and I was oh my God, maybe I can get him off Kim's case. Maybe I can distract him, just get him to me. And I knew, I was if anyone can do it, it's me, because when I set my mind to something, I do it. And I will say that month that we spent together, he wasn't on Twitter, first of all. He wasn't on any forms of social media. He didn't even talk about his relationship. We only really talked about clothes and weird ideas and plans for the future and our hopes and dreams for childhood and education. And it was really beautiful, guys. The moment he started tweeting, I was out. And that's the thing. It's the media reported on our relationship ending a week after it happened or something. So during that week, I think you guys all thought we were together, but we weren't. I'd already been dude, I'm not going to stick around for this shit. And also, I realized pretty quickly that he would take my help. I was I want to help him. I want to help him. I sounded almost as dumb as you guys, saying that I should have done something to stop him from saying, what? But anyway, I was delusional. I thought I could help him. Anyway, it didn't work. And now we're here. But that being said, really deeply respect the man as an artist. I don't want to shit on that. I don't want to reduce his whole career to his really bad moments, But that being said, I stand with the Jewish community. Period.
Where do I start with Miss Fox, man? For one, clout chasing at its finest. Again, I had no idea who this young woman was. But you can just tell how she starts her soliloquy off with the spirit of clout chasing all in it. She comes in, prior to me and Kanye being together, I was real cool with the big three. Not them as a clan, but just the big three. Chloe, Kim, Kylie. Hey, she letting me know. I was cool with the big three. Like they're a basketball team or something. She funny as hell. Okay, so then she breaks off from there and says she doesn't really give any specifics how they began to, communicate. But then she says, well, Kanye began texting me. And at first, I wasn't going to do the celebrity shit. I wasn't going to do the celebrity shit because they're just not what you think. So she trying to flex her little muscles like she be with celebrities all the time. Like she important because she be around some little celebrity dudes, man. Like most women who I guess get the opportunity to be with who they can consider to be powerful men. So that was the next thing I noticed, and then followed up after that. She placed herself on the level of a Kanye West by as soon as he began tweeting, I was out. I'm not gonna stand for this shit. Just funny, man. She's hilarious. Talking about she was gonna save it for the book, but I'll go and give it to you guys for free. So typical womanhood, man. I wouldn't expect anything less from her. She did really what she was supposed to do. Get a little clout up before her moment passes on, because obviously Kanye he moving on. He's dating other women, so it's like she better get a little 60 seconds in while she can, man, and go ahead and capitalize on that. So, really I ain't mad at her for that, but it's just ironic that she came in and just how she doing it, man. I just hate that little spirit amongst women, man, who gonna always try to make themselves seem like they more than what they is. Woman, first off, you ugly as hell to me. Like I can't believe, yay. I don't know. Somebody got to tell me what her body look like, man, because I can't believe Ye was messing with like the little picture, that she had. I guess she woke up out of bed or something, was trying to keep it all natural, talking with a lisp. She just seemed like an airhead. Then, when I put my mind to something, I said, you know what? I'm going to do it for Kim. I'm going to get his mind off of Kim. And I'm going to get his mind off of Kim. And I'm going to go ahead and because when I put my mind to something, I do it. Man, woman, shut your old Mike Tyson sounding ass up. Like, woman, oh my gosh, like, you is not popping like that, If I just seen you at the grocery store, I probably, certainly wouldn't holler at you unless, what I'm saying, your body was looking up the par, you dig, and, maybe you was in the, looking like you was having some money that you could be a benefit to a young G, you dig. But, outside of that, baby, stop making yourself more than what you is, but at the same time, go ahead and get your 60 seconds in while you can. Go ahead, transfer that over to some money, you dig. And she really ain't say nothing too bad. Then at the end, she tried to sum it up with but I stand with the Jewish community, period. I guess she tried to show a little flavor. And she tried to show a little flavor right quick, say I stand with the Jewish community, period. Alright, baby girl, okay, you stay with the Jewish community. Shouts out to you, what I mean? But, man, that's my take on it, man, Julia Fox out here clout chasing, man. So, shout out to her, man, and shout out to Ye, you dig. But we're going to go ahead and move on to the next subject at hand. So, the next subject is, of course, man, Charleston White woofing. Now, if you are familiar with Charleston White, he's more so of a shock jock. He just says things a lot of time. If anything else, he knows how to go viral. That you got to get old, man. He know how to go viral. He know what's going to get the headlines moving. And, he constantly keeping his name trending. So, you got to give him that, So, and then for all the interviewers, he's just gold to him. So, right now he's going on another press media run, so to speak. And in the latest headlines, before I go into it, I'll just go ahead and let y'all hear it. Again, I would show it to y'all if you haven't seen it, but, YouTube be tripping, so I'm just going to let y'all hear what's going on.
Everybody. I ain't got to do that. Y'all go do it. That's the reason. So what for Chicago to suck my dick? Because how you going to put that on me when y'all ain't even done a little what I done? Okay, right. How you gonna dictate what I'm gonna do with my heart when you don't even have it in your heart to do it? You don't even have it in your heart to do it. How you gonna dictate my heart? And I'm saying, homie, from the knowledge I got, King Von was a killer. My mama had 2 sons locked up for murder, and my mama let everybody know I'm not in agreement in what my son's done.
But look.
So this is what I'm saying. You can't make me care about King Von mama. Fuck that bitch. I don't give a fuck about his mama. Y'all love his mama. I don't.
You know Von and Duck was like counter.
I don't know that.
What you don't know?
I don't know that.
I'm telling you.
But I don't give a damn about it. I helped this mama. Why do I need to know about 2 dead ass niggas? I don't give a fuck about Duck or Von. I helped this living mama. Fuck them dead niggas that preached about killing niggas. Give a fuck what they was. Why y'all not helping their mama? Why a nigga from Texas got to pay his mama car note? Why? And y'all want to tell me what I'm going to do with my money?
Man, you want to do it because you...
I didn't... No. She asked me.
No. She asked
you. You a goddamn lie. How I know that bitch need her car note paid? How the fuck I know she need her car note paid if she don't ask? You think I'm calling and asking, do you need your car note paid?
Right.
Bitch, all you hoes buried your baby. Fuck y'all pain, bitch. Give me back my goddamn money, hoe. Or suck my dick, bitch. In Chicago. Fuck y'all, suck my dick, bitch. I keep a goddamn gun for whatever. Nigga, I don't give a fuck about shit. Nigga, I keep a motherfucking gun. Nigga, I keep a motherfucking gun, nigga. Nigga, I keep a motherfucking gun, Chicago. Say, homie, you better, nigga, what you, man, you better sit down, homie. What you mean what I'm on? Nigga, don't fuck with me with a gun in my hand, nigga.
Chill out, man. You went too far. Y'all went too far, man. Y'all was doing good.
Say, nigga better not fuck with me no gun in my hand, my nigga. You run all up on me with my pistol. Nigga, you a lying nigga better not say nothing to me when I grab my pistol, nigga. Tell me what I can't say. Nigga, fuck out, nigga. I'm frank. Watch out, my nigga. Watch out, my nigga.
Don't do them this while they out here, bro.
I ain't doing nothing like that. Nigga better not walk up on me telling me about what I can't speak on, nigga.
That man ain't tell you nothing, bro.
Say, homie, I don't give a damn about nothing.
He vibing with you, bro.
He ain't vibing with me telling me I can't say what I can say, nigga. Nigga, I don't give a all that say. Nigga, let me say what I'm gonna say, nigga. Who told you that? Say, homie,
bro, vibing with you. Come on,
nigga, I'll interview over. He asked you why you was grabbing. Nigga, I say, nigga, I'm grabbing my motherfucking gun. Ain't nobody coming at you violently. Ain't nobody coming at you violently, bro. Say, I'm any one of you niggas. Ain't nobody coming at you violently. He asked you why you grabbing any one of you niggas. Don't do it, bro. Any one of you niggas. Don't do that, bro. Any one of you niggas. Talking about what I can't say and say. Nigga, you lying to me? You lying to me? I know what I'm hearing. I know what I'm hearing, nigga. I know what I'm hearing, nigga.
Bro, chill out.
No, y'all go. Y'all go. I ain't going nowhere.
No, bro. No, bro.
I ain't going nowhere. I ain't wrong, nigga.
What's happening?
Nigga telling me what I can't. Fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch, nigga. Ain't nobody telling you what you can say. Nah, I'm wrong. Nigga, trying to you getting ducked. No, you getting old. You getting down. I don't give a fuck. He asked you why you wiping your gun. He didn't tell you what you can say. You get old now. Nigga, what y'all gonna do? Fuck wrong with you? What y'all gonna do? What y'all gonna do? You think they start making guns? He got one?
Like shit, nigga. Charles, don't do that. Don't take that. Don't do that, bro.
Say, homie, I don't give a fuck about nothing, nigga. Say, homie, nigga, I don't give a fuck about nothing what these niggas talking about.
Man, fuck God dang it, them bitches. Hey, that man Charleston White got niggas a fool, dog. Hey, this man's so funny. Like, this was a funny interview to me, man. Like, like he just started snapping out of nowhere, man. The little interviewer, just trying to get his little question in, and hey, Charleston White started snapping on his ass. You feel me? Like a good little broad. Man, he started going in. He say, man, let's dissect this. So he started off, man, fuck them bitches. They dead sons. You know what I'm saying? All of them had to bury their sons. He just expletive, just throwing them out there, man. He just throwing them out there. Just going crazy, man. He off the chain. And then he doubles back around, pulls out a gun on the interviewer, cocks it. You can hear it cock. You know what I'm saying? You can hear it cock. And, then 4-5 security guards rush up on the man. And don't nobody do nothing to him, So, this is one, with me being keen to the media how I am, man. To me, my first thought was that this was staged. That's my first thought is that, Charleston say, I'm going to go ahead, since I rock with you, I'm going to go ahead and turn your interview on up, really give the people what they want to see. They want to see this foolishness. We're going to go ahead and go in, and if so, it was good acting on everybody's part, especially on the little dude, the little interviewer, DJU, because he really looked like he was nervous. You know what I mean? For a little second, he looked like he got nervous. And on the flip side of that, if this was not staged, then of course it was highly disrespectful. And Charleston, he knows who to do that with. He knows who we call this woofing. Where I'm from, where he just pump faking. Acting like he want to do something because ain't nothing really gonna go down in this particular vicinity, and so he just took it as a rites of passage to go ahead and or he just took the opportunity rather to go ahead and just cut a fool and act up and act like he bad and tough and this, that, and the third. The only reason I believe it's staged is because, man, this man like 4'11", 4-5 security guards. Then he set the gun down, man. Like, who not gonna slap this man? Who not gonna punch on him? You feel me? Ain't nobody else in here got no gun. Like, if it was really up there like that, if anybody had any type gangster shit in them, as soon as he would have set that gun down, they would have upped on his ass. You feel me? So it's like, or even once he went to go pull it, somebody would have upped on him. Like, calm your ass down. So it's like, part of me feels like this was staged. Either way, mission accomplished. Good content for the viewer, right here on Thanksgiving, so he gonna get his views. It's probably gonna touch over 1 million. He's back in the headlines once again. So of course, to me, mission accomplished. Good job from a media standpoint, from an interviewer standpoint. He got the content that he wanted to go viral on YouTube. But of course, if it is real, then man, y'all pussy. You feel me, for letting this little dude come up here and do y'all like that, man. Shame on y'all. You dig? But that's my take on it. On to the next topic. So next we have Boosie cousin steals $10,000 from him. And he says he has it on camera, and he gives his take on to why. Well, before I go on all that, let me go ahead and let y'all hear exactly what Boosie and his cousin had to say about this.
Hey boy, you know what you stole. What you think started all this TBG shit? You and Lil Mel. Nigga, y'all act like y'all could get a verse from me. Took 10,000 from a nigga. Come on, man. You took 10,000 from a nigga. Nigga come back a year later and ask me, what my verse at? Nigga, you started all this shit. You and Lil Mel. Come on, man. Only thing is, I ain't catch you yet, nigga. You know what it is, man. Come on, man. Y'all was full of H, man. You thought you had a free 10 grand, cuz. Let's keep it real, nigga. You know you not like that, Hatch. Come on, man. Let's keep it real, man. Lil Mel confess. Lil Mel say, man, I big dog, I did that. I can't take that back. Nigga. Yeah, you took. You told him you could bring a verse, you could go get a verse. He gave you the 10,000, nigga. He gave you the money. He gave y'all the money. Y'all was thugging and drugging, man. Take your lick. And nigga, you ain't never do nothing to make no money off no song. What you did? You ain't never do nothing.
You bitch ass niggas under my comment don't know what the fuck going on, you hear me? You bitches won't really know the real. I ain't never steal shit from a nigga. I ain't never had to steal shit from a nigga. A nigga ain't never do shit for me, nigga. You hear me? What it was, a nigga wanted the verse from Cuz for 30 grand. I called Cuz and told him a nigga ain't had nothing but 5, you hear me? Cuz say, f that nigga, he ain't got enough money, I don't even want to holler at him. You hear me? And my little partner finessed the nigga out of 4 G's, nigga. We split it $4,000, $2,000. Ain't nothing come from Boosie, nigga. Nigga ain't never steal nothing from that nigga, you heard me? Why nigga got my name fucked up, all you old riding ass fans. You heard me? You niggas can suck my yeah.
Facts right
like
now.
that.
Nigga need to tell the truth.
Wrong with y'all niggas, man.
Man, folks is crazy, man. You know, where do I start with this? You know, of course, I think Boosie said it best back in that betrayed. You know, family neither, they'll steal if they know you got it. God forgive me, I've been hurt by a couple niggas. That's why I wake up, say my prayers, and be like, fuck a nigga. You know what I mean? But, you know, when I look at everything, this is something that happens, and you know, unfortunately, I won't even just say the black community, but just families across the board. Like, you know, white families, they stealing, they scamming, you know, hitting big licks on insurance policies and things like that, man. You know, so across the board, I feel like if money is involved, you're not exempt from the slimy shit, you know. But oftentimes, let me speak on more so what I've seen. You know, family, like, if they do know you have it, they'll definitely take from you, even if they didn't know you have it, you know what I'm saying? They will take from me. You know, I had a little cousin that, you know, I had like 50, 60 pair of Jordans and sneakers and shit. He ran off with 2 pair of shoes on me. Like, well, what is you doing? You know what I mean? And then when it comes down to just money, you know, you always got to watch for the finesse. You know, anywhere folks can get their little jugs in and they can hit for 1,000 or finesse for 2, 3,000, 500 even, you know. They'll do what they do. Folks always look in the middleman, or they don't care about selling your reputation. It just is what it is, you know. And so what I see here, it looks like just some foolishness. Now, a couple key parts that I want to take away from it is when you say, you know, that's where all the TVG shit started from. So if that's the case, you telling me, you know, this whole rift between Boosie, TVG, this, that, and the third, all this started over somebody taking 10 grand, you know, that was supposed to be for a verse. You know, now it's been various stories concerning everything because, you know, Lil Yoshi came out, gave his part of the story not too long ago before he went into jail. You know, how Boosie wasn't right, this, that, and the third, and you know how he was basically painting Boosie out to be a hater. You know, they basically didn't want to put Lil Ivy on this, that, and the third, but rap about him in all his songs and shit. You know, and so, but Boosie is not coming out letting it be known this check damn all this how I took it, you know, when he said, you know, that's where all the TBG shit started from, like somebody wanted a verse and y'all two basically ain't let me know nothing about it and just ran off, took off for 10 G's, you know what I mean? And of course, you know, the cousin, he coming back trying to defend himself, defend his little name and saying, you know, it wasn't nothing, but at the same time, he's still admitting to finessing or basically taking 4 G's and splitting it with his partner. And really, he said 5, but you know it just sounded like the cousin lying, man. You know, and Boosie basically got him on camera stealing. So it's like I'm not sure if this is the second go around or you know or really what he's referring to, you know. But it really is just like a little ghetto family situation where somebody's stealing some money, man. So y'all keep Boosie and his family in prayers, you dig, and also pray for all these families out here in the black community, man, that we obtain some character about ourselves. Because not all, but you know some. Yeah, everybody got them shiesty folks in their family who just on that. And then you know the last big thing he said is they was drugging, so you know they was on their heroin, you know, really getting to it, you know, so they couldn't be trusted at all. So my thing is, Boosie, why is you even trusting their word like that, you know? But, you know, you could have nipped that whole situation in the bud. If you knew that they was on drugs, you could have reached out respectably. You say all this boss man stuff, you feel me? And if you knew these folks did that, you know what I mean? If it did blow up into a whole big thing as far as this TBG shit and the whole big war, you could have hit that on back, you know what I mean? If it wasn't up with 5, 10 G's, you know what I'm saying? You claim you a boss man, you getting all this money out here. But, you know, that's just my take on it, man. But prayers up for Boosie and his family, man. Hopefully they go ahead and work through this situation, especially during these, you know, this holiday season, man, you know. Now, last but not least, we're going to end it on a light note. Dwight Howard, you know, goes off on Shaquille O'Neal because Shaq basically came out and said he playing for the YMCA league, man, because he done went to Taiwan and now he over there playing. I gotta admit, it does look crazy when you see the footage of him out there. Dwight Howard running point guard, man, and they say he had like 38 points, 20-some rebounds. It's like he back to dominating like he was when he first entered into the NBA. But he out there with some little Asian dudes, man, to where he just clearly is doing whatever he want to do. And they just happy to have him over there. Man, Dwight Howard ran the point guard, man, shooting threes, basically just running the squad, man, so he basically has taken a step down as far as a tier of talent will go from the NBA to this particular league. But let's go ahead and hear what Dwight had to say concerning everything.
Basketball career, your family, your kids, or anything of the sort. Because there's no need to. The world is too big to hate on another man. So I've never in my life hated on you as a man, as a basketball player, anything like that. Have I joked about, mimicked your voice? Have I mimicked what I see on TV? Everybody do that. Comedians do that. People do that all the time. And I do it all the time. I do that to everybody. But I do not hate on people. I know I show love to everyone in the world. So stop hating. I saw a video of you talking about me playing basketball in Taiwan. And I'm playing at the Lifetime Fitness League. Do not disrespect my teammates in this league and these people in Taiwan like that. That is highly disrespectful. And it's hating. And you too old to be hating. You too big to be hating. You supposed to be Superman. The original Superman. Shaquille O'Neal.
Now, poor Dwight Howard, man. I think he had it's funny to me that he had a fitting song on in the background. Some little melancholy little soul playing in the background, like he just got done crying. If you were familiar with Dwight and the history of him and Shaquille O'Neal, from the time he came in, he basically just wanted to be like Shaq. He even wore the Superman cape at the dunk contest. And, so he's always wanted to be Shaq. And that brings me to my first point, which is why it's never good to have what I would call praise and worship service for another man, because, from start to finish, Shaq has always been playing him like, well, you want to be my little junior. You're not that, though. You're not nothing close to it, And so, he's actually always had a thing out for Dwight. He's always been slighting him in the media, joking on him, calling him a fake Superman, this, that, and the third. Like, Shaq, don't get me wrong, Shaq was one of my favorite players, coming up. And he definitely was that dude. So, he earned that title of, Superman when it came down to, Shaq Diesel, him, what he did in the paint. Shaq definitely legendary. But, for one, this is a fictional character, a white man. You dig? And y'all over here fighting over this title, and Shaq act like it's his or just pass out, since that was his moniker. That's what he went by. But back to Dwight Howard. This is really his first time coming out and really saying something to Shaq about it that's memorable. But I guess he calls himself being a leader, with Shaq coming out and disrespecting the league and his teammates and stuff. Dwight, you just signed with them last week, man. So how you got this big old camaraderie with your team, that quickly is beyond me. But, on there, he's almost sound like, and then his voice it wasn't made for blank. He ain't got a dominant voice. It's like it's changed. It seemed like Dwight used to speak, his voice used to be a little deeper, but now it's like kind of light and raspy, like he almost lost a lung or something, like Beanie Siegel, But he basically came out and was like, it must have affected him, like he playing for a Lifetime league. Hey, man, he knows it's an element of truth to that joke, and I think that's what really hurt him. And it's, for one, he had a interview with Shannon Sharp not too long ago, where he came on there, and obviously he wanted to still be in the NBA. So the fact that he had to do this was probably already demeaning to him, but he still wants to play basketball and still live off of his name. For some reason, Dwight Howard's been almost exiled or ostracized from the league. They don't take him serious. He wasn't on the top. It was a top 50 or top 100 players of the decade. He wasn't on there, which clearly should have been. If you're familiar with Dwight in his earlier days, at least from a defensive standpoint, the boy did his thing. Defense, rebounding, he did his thing. And so at least while he was in Orlando, after that, he never really amounted to much. But he still deserved that much, but it's like he's almost been ostracized. Nobody really almost likes Dwight, so to speak. So it's just kind of funny to me because it seems like a good-hearted, likable dude, But that's really what it came down to, man. And basically just sound like, it's just funny that he sounded like he was back there crying, man. That Shaq done dissed him, again, and just hurt his little heart, that I guess it was some truth to that joke. But man, shout out to the white man. Don't let that affect you too much, man. Keep on getting your little money. You know what I'm saying? Maybe big money. I don't know what you signed for, but keep on doing your thing. And stop worrying about what other men are saying about you, man. You had to know you downgrading like this was gonna come with some form of criticism, But for you to come out, you don't have the demeanor for a roasting or for for really getting back at somebody. To me, you should have just let that be, because you really didn't check nobody. You're supposed to be Superman, the original Superman, Shaquille. Had a little feminine undertone to it, man, so it wasn't really a good roasting, if that's what you was attempting to do. You ain't really get your face back, But let's see where this goes. All this is just fun and games, man, just entertainment as far as the media is concerned. So, it is what it is. But, that's my take on the subjects for today. Hopefully you had a good time tuning in, tapping in with me. Hopefully you were entertained. And, of course, like always, definitely tap in. Comment below. Let me know what you think concerning these particular subjects that we covered on today. And if you have anything that you'd like to go over, definitely feel free to comment. Let me know. And, of course, until next time, certainly everyone enjoy your family on this weekend and certainly be blessed. One.